Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be covering the top 10 best superhero games that you should be looking forward to the next upcoming years. And if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, leave a thumbs down. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. And with that being said, let's dive straight into the video. I also want to mention that this is not in any chronological order, so it's not by, best to the last. So I'm just going to say what comes to my mind. And obviously, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go. Skydance is making a Black Panther and Captain America game. We've not seen much from this game yet. We've just seen a trailer which showcased what the story could basically be like, location wise and all that kind of stuff, but we've not seen the gameplay yet. In my opinion, I think the gameplay is going to be the nail in the coffin if this game is going to be a day one purchase, or if it's just going to fall in line with all the missed opportunities we've had in the past few years. Just to inform you, the writer from the game is from the Uncharted franchise. Okay, she's been writing all those amazing stories we've had from the older Uncharted games, and obviously I think she did kind of break away from the studio to then go and make her own adventure game. So from that alone, we can assume, and I think the game, it's been kind of confirmed, that the game is going to be a semi-open world game, so similar to that of, God of War, Uncharted, The Last of Us, where you have the freedom to kind of explore the environments around you, but you can't really have that total freedom to go wherever you want to go. So it's kind of linear, at the same time, semi-open world. But anyways, the game looks good so far. We want to see gameplay because I think the whole community stands by this. Gameplay says if your game is going to be a day one cop. Listen, the next game on the list is Marvel's Rivals, aka the Overwatch killer, aka the Overwatch annihilator. Yes sir. So basically this game is kind of an Overwatch game in a Marvel skin, which I am kind of drawn towards. I'm not gonna lie to you, the game looks good. I've not played it, but from what I've heard, people are saying this game plays really good. Okay, so the only bad thing I would say that we've heard from this game is because the developers did make the content creator sign some kind of an NDA or something, which means that they can't really crap on the game if they don't really like it. Something like that, okay? I don't have my facts straight, but I know there's something similar towards that. It was kind of a bad look initially, but obviously more people have played it now, and everyone's kind of saying the same thing. So if you're an Overwatch player and you don't like what Overwatch is doing to you, you don't like what the game feels like right now, because I've played Overwatch in the past, and I wouldn't say that I'm totally drawn to the game, but for Marvel's Rivals, because of my love for Spider-Man, I'm definitely playing this game. So there's going to be a lot of heroes in the game. There's going to be Iron Man, Hulk, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, you name it. There isn't much to say about the game as of right now, because obviously not a lot of people have got their hands on the game yet. I think when everyone gets to play the game is when we see what the game's true potential could be. Okay, so obviously right now PlayStation has announced that there's going to be a closed beta late July, and it's going to be for all platforms. It's going to be a PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So don't miss that one. Okay, so we know EA is making 3 superhero games, and one of them is the Iron Man game, which has been buzzing around for a minute now. Okay, so it's developed by Motive Studios, and then we have the Black Panther game, which is done by Cliffhanger Studios. So we don't know what the third game is going to be. There's a lot of speculations out there saying it might be Hulk or Thor. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below what you want to see as a character, or what you want to see as a third character, or what you think should be the third character. I don't know. I'm personally thinking Captain America should be the good choice. Give us a nice bike, with basic attacks like we've seen in Marvel Spider-Man. So there's a reason why characters like Superman, Hulk, or Thor are really hard to implement in video games, because these characters are freakishly strong. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to be really hard to showcase their true strength in a video game world, because what's going to be the boundary at that point? Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Captain America is the right choice, but that's just my opinion, because he is grounded. He's got a shield, he's got melee attacks, and he's not invincible, but he's pretty strong. So it's kind of like a Spider-Man level kind of thing. You can pretty much make a game from it where you can make him look weak and strong whenever you want to. But if you do the same thing with characters like Superman or the Hulk, it's not gonna look pretty good. Fans are gonna be pissed. So anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you think. What do you want to have as the third character? For me, it's gonna be Captain America. A lot of people saying Hulk or Thor. I don't know. So thankfully Microsoft didn't shut down Arcane Leon, because we're expecting a huge game from this developing team. Okay, so we have Arcane Leon's Marvel's Blade, which is going to be released in the nearest future. Okay, so this game is set in Paris in a post-apocalyptic vampire infested city. What can I say? So if you know Blade the character, then you know what to expect from this. I've not played any Blade video game before, so I don't know what the blueprint should be or what to expect from it, but obviously we know it's going to be like an open world game. He's going to have a bike or something, and we just step down in town and start slashing things. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, this game, it is expected to be a multi-platform game. Initially was thought to be just an Xbox exclusive, and but obviously it's been cleared out now that the game is going to be on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So grab a copy if you're interested. Let me know down in the comment section below. Is this the type of game? I don't know what to expect, but obviously it does look lit. Okay, so if you've played any of the Arcade Leon's games, you know what the art style tends to be, you know, kind of cartoonish kind of thing. So if you played Dishonored, you know what direction this could be going. Meanwhile, Monolith is making a Wonder Woman's game, which was announced about 2 years ago, and we've yet to receive any further news or development towards this game. So the game's kind of gone dark for a while now, but we know the game's still in development though, so we kind of keeping an eye open to see what's gonna happen in the next few months or years. I personally am looking forward to this game because coming from what Monolith has done in the past, obviously if you're familiar with the games, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, I expect to see a humongous leap when it comes to in-game mechanics, and there's a reason for that, because obviously we knew in the Shadow of War game we had the Ring of Power, and knowing Wonder Woman, she's gonna have the lasso of truth. And I don't know, like I'm seeing similarities in these two objects, right? So the Ring of Power, if they made it that we could control orcs and brainwash them, I want to see what Wonder Woman can do with the lasso of truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's gonna make her enemies mumble, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, yeah, so this game got me excited the first time I laid my eyes on it, and ever since then we've not heard anything else. Okay, so I think Wonder Woman kind of suits the type of game that they're gonna absolutely nail, because it kind of has that aesthetics of Shadow of War. You know, she's a god, she's got super abilities. It's gonna be kind of the same style of open world they had in Shadow of War games, where some certain areas you can't explore, but majority of what's on the map is explorable. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this game's gonna be about. She might have an army or something and we can raid bases or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, just do some crazy stuff. Whew. Skybound, the creators are dipping their toes into the video game world. Okay, so they've made a few games now, or kind of, you know, published or sponsored or given the green light, you know, for these dev teams to go out and make an Invincible game. Okay, they've had a few out now, which is, you know, I think the Telltale series, the board game, and Invincible, the Guardian of the Globe, something towards like that. So obviously there are more games coming out. The more popular this show gets, the more games we're gonna get. Okay, so they're obviously looking forward to making a AAA Invincible game, which we are expecting. Now, we don't know much about because it's public funded, and you know, it's estimating about $5 million. Okay, so but right now, last I checked, for the last news everyone knows, this is sitting around $500,000. So I don't know if they're struggling or anything, because we've not heard anything at all. So in case you've not watched the show, go give it a try. I think it's an amazing show. We've been having a lot of, you know, side kind of heroes taking a spotlight now, because obviously Marvel and DC are not giving us what we want. So we're having The Boys, Invincible, you know, Omni-Man, Homelander, bruh, come on. So they get more popular. They're being featured in games now. We've seen Omni-Man and Homelander in Mortal Kombat 1. So this is kind of what we want to see. I think this game is kind of a few years ahead. I don't think we've got to see what the game could fully potentially be. So anyways, you just keep an eye out. Okay, just keep an eye out, see what they're saying, and hopefully we should get this game sooner than later. Okay, with that being said, let's get to the next one. So Insomniac and PlayStation did kind of let the fans down in the state of play, because we were expecting at least something, you know, maybe some downloadable, something that just download. Even though it was a weather theme, like a snow theme effect or something, we'll take it. Okay, so obviously all this was thrown out the window. But anyways, Marvel Spiderman 2, we know a DLC is coming. Okay, so this is inevitable at this point. It's gonna be a huge loss of opportunity if Sony didn't actually, you know, make this happen. So we know Sony is working on one right now. We also know that they're working on a Venom game, or at least it's somewhere in their head, somewhere ringing bells. So eventually they're gonna get to it. And we also know that a sequel for the Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming. Obviously it's gonna be Marvel Spider-Man 3, and it's gonna feature Green Goblin. Okay, so the whole thing seems to be gearing up to feature Green Goblin as the main villain in the third game. So that's what we're kind of hoping for. That's what the community is gearing up for, because we know that's what's gonna be next. Okay, so I don't know when this DLC is gonna be released. Probably end of the year. If it goes far-fetched, it's gonna be the first quarter of next year, because obviously I have a graph right here that's gonna explain what has been estimated, and you know, just to give a time lapse, kind of an idea of when to expect these games to come out. But obviously we can't know or see anything. It's all speculations at this point, unless new leaks come out. Stay tuned to the channel, because I'm gonna be letting you guys know what's gonna be happening. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Marvel Spider-Man 2, a lot of potential, a lot of content on the way. We just don't know when we're gonna be getting it. THQ Nordic and the Black Forest Games are taking a bold direction with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TMNT franchise in the upcoming title, The Last Ronin. So obviously The Last Ronin is a kind of a different way of saying TMNT, okay? So obviously it's one turtle now in the Sea of New York taking on the bad guys. You know, he's feeling very vengeful, and I'll say it's kind of a sinister side to the whole story. So it's gonna have some kind of a dark background to the game, so obviously different from what we've seen in the past. Okay, so we've not had much from this. We've had a trailer wasn't showing much at all, so we're kind of, you know, standing here with our hands up in the air, just waiting to see what they're gonna throw at us next. Obviously, if you know the Black Forest Games, they've made games like Destroy All Humans. So if you've played any of those, maybe you have an idea of what their capabilities are and what to expect for this game. For me, I've not played any of those games yet, so I don't know, okay? Right, yeah, so these are my list. I have one more game I want to mention. Obviously, I didn't want to make it a top 11. I want to make it top 10 because 10 just sounds better. So anyways, the 11th game, you know, it's not the least or anything, but it's just an honorable mention I want to put out there because we know this is coming, is Insomniac Wolverine. Okay, so we know this game is coming. We've had just one trailer, which was, I think, about 50 seconds long, or maximum a minute. So not much was seen from the trailer, but we are expecting this game to release soon. I would say 2026. Is that soon enough? But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is, if this game wasn't being leaked, because obviously Insomniac went through a cyber attack which had all the, you know, plans for the next foreseeable future leaked out on the internet, with a lot of clips from the Wolverine game leaked out as well. So obviously they're gonna take all that in, and I would say it might work in your favor, because when the games was leaked, they probably listened to what the fans were saying based on what they've seen so far, and they just, you know, just take the time, soak it all in, and then put it in the game. Okay, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm still looking forward to it. I think the game is gonna be phenomenal, okay, because we're dealing with Insomniac here. They don't miss, right? But anyways, yeah, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below what's your favorite superhero games from now towards the nearest future. If I've missed any of your favorite titles, let me know as well. I want to get into it, man, because it's not just me telling you what's gonna be coming up. You can be telling me too. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in my next one. See ya. Skadoosh.